So we get to play as Calydon, or Malthus. So no one knows much about this land, located across the sea, far to the east, but many great nations have thrived in this land, so it must have much to offer. Hopefully the nations surrounding this site will be friendly. That's mildly ominous. Now we have Calydon. Is a rich and fertile region, noted for its fine vineyards, but nothing is ever as good as it seems. Once again, quite ominous. So you do eventually get both of these anyway, so it's a matter of which way you want to do it. What I'm going to do, as far as I can remember, here is a foot trade route, because obviously we're still going to have the issue of Poseidon coming in, and the trade here will need a pier, and he'll shut sea trades down at various points, which is going to cause us issues. I think this is a land route, so we're going to go here, even though everything isn't as
life has been tough on Artemis lately. First, her beloved Cernaean hind, a majestic stag, was wounded by Hercules, who was trying to capture the animal. Then, the people in and around the region of Calydon refused to worship her properly. The depressed Artemis turned to her menagerie of animals for solace, and when she saw her mighty boar snorting and snarling in his pen, her eyes lit up, and a small smile played across her face.
Slay a monster. So, immediately, not as good as it seems. As far as I can remember, yeah, it's the boar. So the boar spawns up here with the rest of the boars. So we are going to stay as far away from here as possible. Now, let's just take a look at what we have on this map. We have some meadows. So what do we have? We have goats. Okay, cool. We have a hunting lodge, so we can actually hunt the boar for food. We have some more meadows up here. We have some marsh and stuff back here, but we have a lot of area for timber, so we will focus on timber. Now I did see we have to produce sculpture. Yeah, we need to produce sculpture, but we have no way to get bronze yet. So, and yes, I was correct. This is a land route, so that's perfect. So at some point we will be making sculpture. We can also produce wine. Ethiopia needs wine, so I'm going to guess at some point they're going to demand wine from us. Oops. So, do we have taxes? We do have taxes. Okay, so that's something at least. So what we'll do is, ye old faithful, we're going to set up a standard block about here. So we'll get this block set up as normal, and let's see, do we have avenues? We do have a couple of avenues. So what buildings are we going to need again? So we need a infirmary. We need one of those. We need one of those. Well, future planet. I think I haven't left enough space here to get a full one in, but we'll worry about that after anyway. If it's a house or two missing out of it, it's not the end of the world. We'll get I suppose we'll put a palace all the way up here. We'll tuck it in out of the way. Is there anywhere it can fit a bit nicer? See, we're going to build up here anyway for some goats and stuff, so at least I'll be getting some extra use out of having a road and a maintenance office up here. So I'll stick that up there for now. We'll get in another avenue here for our tax office, and same thing as always, a granary and a storehouse. Stick a road across. And for food on this one, well, it will actually, so I won't bother putting it there. But so for food for this one, then what we're going to do is hunt boars. So what I'll do is I'll just drag this all the way out here, so I'll give enough room for there. And I'm going to put down 1, 2, 3, Put down 6 of those. Stick a thing there, and we can actually then put a roadblock in. Like so. Okay, so... Oh, excuse me, I had a cough there. Okay, so... The only thing that we can sell is marble and fleece, and we can't produce either here. So again, it's going to be a slow start. We're gonna, I'd imagine timber. I can't, as I said, I've played all these before, but I can't remember it exactly. I'd imagine timber is what we'll be selling pretty soon. So we'll get ready for that. But we'll get this up on the go anyway, and see what happens then afterwards. Again, we'll wait till the last moment. Price decreases for sculpture, but no one was buying it. Correct. So one of the things we'll need to obviously be doing is buying in bronze and smelting it down. So what I will do at the start is sell it. Assuming you can make a profit off of it, I will sell it. But we do need to stockpile, what, 6 of it I think it was? Yeah, 6. Oh, sorry, 8 to complete this one. We also do need a sanctuary, so I'm going to keep some of it aside at the very least for building that sanctuary. Hermes is quite small, thankfully. I think he only takes 2 statues, 2 sculpture, so it's not the end of the world. Why did you collapse? Oh shit. Oh, I forgot to put in the avenues here. Whoops. I also took out that road by accident. Double whoops. Okay, there we go. Anything else about to collapse? No. I don't even know if his own building is about to collapse. Oh no, it's the fountain. Okay, but we're fine. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, cool. There we go, we have our first boar coming back. They're up here hunting all the boars. These do replenish, but slowly, so an infinite amount of these doesn't help. You kind of have to get the number just right. Can't remember what the number is exactly for it to be optimal, but again, I don't play optimally, I just build stuff the way I want to build stuff. So we discovered Mount Pelion. They haven't kind of flourished yet, so we can't do anything with them. But I'd imagine that they are going to start buying some stuff that we can reduce here going forward. So yeah, it's just a slow start at the moment.
I'm not moving until you hire someone to help me unload these goods.
Once again, we'll do a little bit of cheesing here. And at this point then, we will chuck down an agora and a food market.
I'm Hermes. Worship me, and some of your citizens will taste my speed.
Nope. Storage and distribution. This also doesn't have enough staff, so what I'll do is I'll leave this on for this second wave to go in. Let her take it all up. There we go, Mount Pelion has bloomed, so we'll go take a look at what he's doing at the moment. And at this point then, I will drop that back down to normal. Okay, so, Mount Pelion, what have you got for us? So you buy wine, okay. And sell wood. Okay. So we don't need to buy wood, we can produce our own, but wine is what we will have to start producing. So we don't have much real estate for it, but we can start getting it set up. What we can do is we can set up a small little setup, and again, I don't want to take out too many of the trees because we do we are going to start we are going to eventually want to harvest them. So I'm going to get a small little wine operation set up down here. And we'll just get 4 of these in, and then a trading post to Mount Pelion. We're just going to export it immediately. Yeah, that's fine. The boar hasn't even arrived yet. I can't even remember who we need to use to fight the boar. We'll worry about that after. And what I'm going to do as well now is I'm actually going to set up our second outpost, or second estate. I'll just use that as a reference. So path and path there. That looks like that road will get around. Yeah, perfect. So we'll do something like so. Get in. We will get in an avenue from there to there, there to there. Come on, that'll do. Going in there. Again, quite stingy. We are very broke. So we will have to make do. Oh, we've actually doubled up in avenues in an area where I didn't need to. So there. So we can get a maintenance office in, a fountain in. They are all now touching. We can get a tax office in. I won't make the same mistake again. And yep, that's everything. So I'll turn off the winery for now. The wineries, because we don't need them, but we do want to start getting some grapes in, so we can sell them as soon as possible. Because we're also going to have to import the likes of fleece and olive oil, which are very expensive. And at times we don't need that much of it, but we do need to import them. And Pelion sells armor. We don't need armor. So we'll put down another food agora, a food vendor here. Allegedly our our pork production is sufficient, but I would be having doubts about that. So I will eventually put up some goats up here. I'll just use them to start though. They're a bit cheaper to run at the start, because we don't need to pay for the individual goats. Mount Pelion sells sculpture. Okay, so we either have to buy sculpture outright, or we can buy bronze and smelt it. Do we actually have it? Okay, I think we actually have to buy the sculpture. What we'll do as well, 299, we'll just increase that ever so slightly. And I forgot to put a maintenance office down here. So we'll put that in. For some reason nothing else is about to collapse, only for some reason the buildings that are actively in use didn't collapse. The ones that are not in use did collapse. Go figure. That price. Okay, so ideally we will be buying fleece in now, but we, being blunt, don't really can't afford it. We need to get some wine up on the go first, because we are completely broke.